Okay, good evening, everyone. So, welcome to Gold Diggers FundPro podcast. And I hope everyone is watching, especially our fundraisers from FundPro Marketing International Corporation. And this is part of the celebration of the anniversary of FundPro. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome! Yay!
So I think everyone is very much excited to see and to hear the story from our very own Miss Rica tonight, and she'll be sharing the story of the FundPro and where it all began. And without much ado, this speaker of ours tonight is not just a partner of our very own CEO, but also the one of the foundations and pillars of FundPro. And we called her one of the most empowered women and truly our role model in this industry. So let us all welcome for tonight's guest, Miss Rica De Guia.
Yay!
Good evening, everyone. Wow. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you for the invite.
Hi, Miss Rica.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. And I feel nervous in fairness talaga. Parang hindi namin to company, no? Nakakaba. Pero sige, go.
Same as me. I feel so nervous right now. So there is gonna be a question and answer portion right now. It's like a Miss Universe portion. No, just kidding. So with us tonight, we are joined also by team leader Olive and team manager Linnea, and also Mr. Mark. Hi, Mr. Mark and Nea and Olive. Yeah. So thank you, and everyone who's watching our live tonight. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Hello. So I know you're very much excited to hear the story of FundPro, because even I, for almost 2 years in the industry, I only heard snippets, stories of FundPro, but I haven't heard this overall story from where it all began. Why was it established? Why is it named after FundPro? So for tonight, we're gonna learn all about that. Okay, since it's part of the celebration of our 5th anniversary, syempre gusto natin naman malaman talaga saan ba nagsimula si FundPro? What's the inspiration behind FundPro? So anyways, our speaker for tonight, si Miss Rica, I haven't seen her for a while. So miss you, Miss Rica. So hi, Miss Rica. So tell me how FundPro started.
Hi, good evening again, team, and to everyone who's watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. First things first, before I really start, I just want to greet everyone. Happy 5th anniversary, FundPro! Mag-ingay sa comment section. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
So
Anniversary!
We made it, we made it happen. So FundPro started, as you know, 2016. So it was a very surprise year siya for me, because at that time we really didn't, when the year started, we really didn't think of coming up with FundPro, because we were very with our job. So I just got promoted, and then Gio was also very good in what he does. And so the Gio's friend, who was one of the founders of PFSI, or Philippine Fundraising Solutions Incorporated, was they're closing down, and they have a client who they wanted to parang endorse to somebody sana. So that was our first ever client, as you know, the Worldwide Fund for Nature. So basically, that at that time the intention was to prove to ourselves that we can do it as well. Because our friends who were there as a PFSI were also former colleagues, right? So we just thought na, baka we can do it ourselves then. Parang let's try to come up with something. And that was the idea that Gio proposed to me. And at first I was really very reluctant, kasi we were okay, we don't need an extra challenge at that time. But I just have so much belief that it's something that we can parang magiging successful siya if it's the two of us working together. Kasi I feel like our energy and our skills are perfectly matched, in terms of what Gio can do, what I can do, and of course the other partners that we had at that time. So FundPro, if you guys are probably wondering saan galing yung name, maybe not everyone knows, pero Gio and I was managing a business na before pa FundPro, we call it Pit Stop Pro Marketing. So this is more of car cleaning, mga ganun, car wash o waterless car wash, yung mga products namin. So kaya pag nakikita niyo yung mga background namin, talaga naglilinis kami ng kotse, nagdi-detail kami ng cars, kasi yun talaga yung naging parang side business namin. So we have an idea of running a business, but we don't have the idea of running it ng full time. So it was really a big risk for us at that time. Pero doon ang galing yung FundPro. Sa Pit Stop Pro, parang Gio wanted to come up with a pro group of companies. Parang ganon. Parang he wanted to come up with other companies pa na may ganun siyang name. Pero initially, syempre, FundPro, of course, ang ibig sabihin nun talaga nun is FundPro, fundraising professionals. Why did we put international? So one of our co-founders at that time, he said na, I envision this to be something global. Right? So sabi ko, nalagay ba natin na international? Parang nakakahiya naman, parang ang yabang naman agad. Parang ganon. But sabi nila, di ba, if your dreams don't scare you, then it's not so big of a dream. So sabi ko, okay, fine, let's put international. And few years after, as you know, we are now a subsidiary of Dialogue Direct. So alam mo yun, nagko-connect the dots siya, ma-realize mo na yung small coffee talks niyo pala can come up with something na ganito. So yun yung origin ng name, FundPro Marketing International Inc. Sobrang haba niya. And yun din yung intention for just us to prove ourselves. And 2016 was also the year that we got engaged and the year got married. So it was really a big year. Parang lahat ng major changes in our lives, the turning point of our lives, happened noong 2016. So kapag nakikita ko siya ngayon, now it's 2021, and nakikita na, bumabalik kami doon sa time na yun, it's just very fulfilling to see that we've grown this far. So that is what I can tell you about FundPro's history.
Wow, from the story itself, it's very inspiring though how FundPro transformed into the FundPro of today. Yeah. So by the way, Miss Rica, if may ask, everyone is asking, like many fundraisers have been asking me, when is really the exact date, the anniversary of the FundPro?
Shucks. So guys, August 19, if I'm not mistaken, yun yung nakalagay sa certificate namin. So
August 19. Okay. So
started operating in the field talaga ng September 5. I clearly remember yung first site namin. September 4, sorry, September 4.
September. Okay. So I hope everyone got the answer now. So you know the anniversary, the exact day, FundPro's establishment. And so you mentioned a while ago, Miss Rica, that you were doing something else before entering into this industry, right? You were having a good job, a good career. So tell me a little of your past job before entering this industry.
So mostly my jobs before FundPro was in RPO, Recruitment Process Outsourcing. So yun talaga. After so I met Gio doon sa former company namin na fundraising. So I worked there as a fundraiser myself, as a trainer then, parang senior leader niya siguro natin ngayon. And I worked there for more than a year. And then I stopped and had to focus on a different career. And I shifted my career, lahat recruitment, team management, stakeholder management, reports, data analytics. Lahat yun yung naging focus ng career ko for 6 to 7 years. And so I got promoted sa job ko May 2016. I waited for that job, for that promotion for such a long time kasi matagal na ako sa company na yun, parang 2 to 3 years. Tapos July I had to resign because we wanted to come up with this in the inception nasa conception stage na tong FundPro. So I had to really abruptly go to a different route to support the idea. And to take a plunge. Talagang sobrang risk at that time for us to just, pero ang safe, ang safety net naman kasi namin ng Shida is we know that if it doesn't work, we can still go back to our careers. Parang we know that hindi, may risk siya pero medyo calculated, sabi nga natin. Kasi hindi ako very in at that time kasi nga ayokong iwan yung work ko kasi I've been enjoying it. Matagal ako dun 6 to 7 years of that industry. So I loved it. I went to different places. I met a lot of people. I've supported different countries. So parang para sa akin, this is what I wanted to push through. And now, looking at what I'm doing, it's the same thing. And what I love most is that I'm doing it for us and for everybody here. So parang, alam mo yon, nagsama na yung what I love and what I need to do. So perfect siya. Perfect talaga yung naging match niya.
You know, they say that if something that you really love, that you really love what you're doing, at the same time you're enjoying it, it's really fulfilling. It's really fulfilling, though you need to take a lot of risk, the challenges that you're going to face, but still it's fulfilling. Sabi nga nila, if it's not challenging, it's not worth risking for. It's not that fulfilling. Yeah. Yes.
You always see
So Miss yeah.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they said one thing that I know all about the successful businesses is that they really know, or they're passionate. They're really passionate about their why. So why are you so passionate about this business, and what does it make so special for you? And you know, how can you stay so passionate with this? I know you get tired sometimes. Who doesn't, right? So how do you stay, and why do you stay, and why are you so passionate with this business?
This operations is very personal to us. Diba? This is our first, hindi naman siya first business, but this is something na talagang nag-grow into something na we didn't expect. Parang lahat ng hard work, ng dedication, ng puyat, lahat ng disappointments, roadblocks, lahat pinagsama-sama, and it came out to be this. So talagang ano siya, the reason is just very personal. But now that we are growing and we're seeing most of you also growing your careers with us, there are reasons, are shared reasons already from you guys, diba? So kung ano yung mga binabanggit nyo sa amin na ito yung intention nyo, ito yung goal nyo, nasa-share na namin yun sa goals din namin. Kasi parang ang intention na namin ngayon ni Gio is to make sure that you guys also find your spot here in this industry and love what you do and build a career out of it. Alam mo yun? And we're happy to be your guide, your mentor, kasi we've been through all those patches and lahat. And we can help you ng medyo mas madali ng paraan kasi we've been through it. Although syempre hindi pa rin siya easy road, especially now that we are in a pandemic. Marami pa rin mga sudden changes na okay, ano nangyayari. But I think ang nakakapag-continue lang ng passion ko talaga personally is yung fact that you guys, we have a very resilient and flexible team. No, alam niyo yun, yung nakaka-inspire kayong lahat katrabaho. There's no perfect company, pero parang we try to make things work while on the side growing your career, helping others, parang lahat pa rin, at the goal is to make things work at the end of the day despite all the challenges. So parang if you get up from bed every day, yun yung nakikita mo, you guys send inspirational quotes, you motivate your team all the time. It also brings me back to the first day I was in the field, that I'm being motivated. So sobrang malalim, no? Malalim yung pinaghuhugutan ng experience. So nakikita ko ngayon sa inyo. Kaya talagang continuous yung passion. But there's discipline on it, Shada. You cannot just go on every day with just very passion ka lang, ganyan. Kasi sabi mo nga, there are times that you give up. There has been many times I sent my resignation letter to Gio. Di ba? Parang, Gio, I really can't do it anymore. May ganun ng moment. Because, may mga times talaga na kailangan, feeling mo, hindi mo siya ma-work out. And there's so much fear. But, I read somewhere before na, yung greatest achievements mo will always come at the parang other side of fear. So, kailangan mo yung ma-overcome. Kasi yun lang, you have to fear. Diba? Parang ganon. Parang sabi nila, kailangan mo siyang ma-overcome kasi andun yung brighter side of everything. And I think that's what we just did. We just soldier on, talagang inana lang natin, winwork out talaga natin. And see, we are almost 100 now. I mean, who would have thought? Ang daming challenges. I can't wait to tell you more about it. Pero ang dami talagang challenges that we faced throughout the years.
And the good thing about it, Miss Rika, is that you said that you're going back to the day one that you as a fundraiser. It's the good thing is that you can relate also to your employees or to us fundraisers because you were once like us. So I think
Was once a
Olivia or
fundraiser.
Rach have questions as well prepared. Yeah.
Miss Rika, what is the most standout challenge that,
Gusto kong makita yung mga fans.
parang
Yung response na
you
hire
feel like, yung parang yung main challenge na you will never forget until now, but at the same time, you're thankful that it happened
I will
to
never
you.
forget. I will never forget the time that I was, parang, ang task ko for the day is for me to pay the taxes, pay statutory, apply permit, egress at the evening, recruit for the day. One day yon. One day, I had to figure out lahat ng nakikita niyo mga task ngayon nila, Aubrey, nila, Lorene, I was alone.
You
I was
did it alone.
naka-backpack ako, lipat ako from one bank to another, and then pag nakaupo ako sa McDonald's, I will review recipes, lahat. From ground up. The biggest challenge talaga, is to answer your question, is yung stage ng figuring it out. How to really start this process. Kasi may client the client was already there, parang waiting, pero how do you invoice? Kasi hindi namin problema kung paano mag-fundraise. Kami ni Gio, mga unang tao ng FundPro. Kapag si Marco and lahat. So kahit ibalagay mo kami sa Trinoma pa yung magandang site namin at that time. Kaya namin mag-fundraise. Hindi naman problema yung sales and training. We know we can do it kasi we've done it ourselves. Pero yung back end, yung how to, ang dami namin naging, alam mo yun, paano magbayad ng tax, ano yung tax, paano ko compute yan, those are trainings that I didn't have in my former work kasi I was more on the RPO, so puro other countries. Yung local pa yung hindi ko kabisado, di ba? So yung figuring out stage, challenging siya. And it was parang, at the same time, yung figuring out stage na yon, Rach, was also the time I was preparing for the wedding. So, on the personal side, sabog-sabog ako noong 2016. Pero,
2016 was your year po.
yeah, I can tell. And then after that, next naman na challenge namin, kailangan namin i-face is how to make the clients trust us. Diba? Kasi we started from, sino ba si FundPro in 2016? Who is that new company coming in, diba? So, we had WWF, and then we have UNICEF in December 2016. That was a big accomplishment for us before the year ended, despite all the challenges and yung talagang super busy. We ended with 2 clients working with our team. So it all paid off. And then 2017, we have Save the Children Philippines. So, 3 clients naman. So, medyo may ngarag moments na ulit. Parang, paano naman to? 3 na yung clients this time. Paano yung iba yung process na isa, iba yung process. So, the figuring out stage na ngayon na medyo smooth na, that's why you were able to delegate the tasks. Yun na whenever you duplicate yourself already, that means you're good and you can focus on other things. Diba? You can make sure that even if you're away, things will operate, things will be okay. So yun yung naging, I think yung nakikita ko ngayon whenever I look at everybody. We can be away for 2 to 3 days. Just kidding. Or I don't know, maybe more than that. Pero yun yung
yeah.
Out stage at any startup naman, no? I think kasi Rach, Olive, and we are not kami anak ng mayayamang businessman. I mean, talagang we just work very hard and trusted ourselves that this is something that we can do. So, kaya lahat yon kahit pagdaanan ko ulit, I don't mind.
Yeah. So I believe, Nea, yes, you have question earlier.
I have a question for that. But Rika. Boss. I have a question. Since you have parang from the story that you told us or the answer, parang from the clients, I just want to know what was your feeling when you get your first client here in FundPro? Ano kaya like this is it? From all the hard work, from all the multitasking. Ano kaya yung feeling both ni Boss Gio?
Yung feeling na naka-PB ka.
Oh.
First of many.
Yeah, di ba? Every feeling siya. Siyempre yung first client was really, wow, shocks. It's just, di ba, PB mo yan eh. Pero yung mga sumunod na client, may kilig ka pa din eh. Na shocks, totoo ba to? They are trusting our services and that says so much about us. Right? Yun yung parang feeling ko, ang proud moment doon na kung ito, bakit ka naman di magta-trust? Ito nga na-trust kami. So, we know that we can deliver results. We can deliver quality results at that. So, yun yung lagi nakaka-proud moment. Pero yun talaga, Nea, para kang naka-PB all the time. You're in a high mode. Tapos feeling mo, pwede ka pang kumausap ulit bukas. Sino pang next client?
Yung momentum ba? Let's go!
Parang very high ka talaga. Pero syempre, on the side, may fear. Shocks, teka lang, tatlo na to. Wait, pause. Kaya ba yung team? May ganun na. Dati, mga first client, okay lang. Pero baga yung dumadami na parang, wait. Kailangan you have to be very careful din kasi we're protecting everyone else din, di ba? So, pero yon ano siya, sobrang masaya siyang feeling. Every time you sign a contract and it's your name in there, you feel like you've made it. Di ba? Ganun yung special recognition. And you have to also take credit for that. You've worked hard for it, di ba?
Miss Rica, I have a question.
No. You are not allowed.
Bawal magsalita.
Earlier you've mentioned about your figuring out stage or process. Was that also your turning point na I'm gonna do this for good na talaga? Ito na talaga yung gusto mong i-pursue. Kasi you were also enjoying yung industry mo back then. Kasi you can go, parang you have, you can always go back nga din kasi calculated risk naman and all. Was it because you were enjoying din yung PB feeling sa mga first few clients din yung back then? Alin yung turning point ko?
Alam mo, Olive, yung figuring out, yung pinaka-iyo. Kasi, talaga eh, wala kang pattern. You have to, like, literally, day by day, tama kaya to? Sige, bahala na, send ko na tong email na to. Wala naman nag-guide eh. Wala kang mentor. All we know back then was how to fundraise. And yung mga backup knowledge ng namin Gio, he knows how to do sales, development, ganyan. Ako more on the back end side. So, hindi nakaka-motivate sa akin yung figuring out stage. Ang naka-motivate sa akin siguro, ang turning point siguro was nung may na-hire na kami. Parang feeling ko, oh my God, it's becoming a reality. No? It wasn't really hindi pa madami noong 2016, pero parang yun na yung parang, okay, may nag-trust na client, may nag-trust na candidates, may na-interview na, may dumating na, nag-start na, tina-train namin. Oh my God, business na to, operations na to. Yun yung sa akin. Sabi ko, kahit mahirap, dahil nagsisimula pa lang, of course, wala naman talagang madaling sa simula. Pero yun na yung turning point for me na vroom na. Ako? Ito na. Ito todo ka na. Pero marami pang mga susunod na challenges. But yun yung parang first out of comfort zone namin. Yung, may na-hire ka na.
It was all worth it right now. Who would have thought? 5 years na rin siya.
Yeah. And meeting all of you. I mean, what can I ask for, di ba? You guys are one of the most hardworking teams I've worked with. So, parang it's all worth the pain, the tears, all the time. And it's worth it kasi napaghirapan mo. Di ba? Yun yung para sa akin yung, I think, you all know this, yun yung lesson doon. Kailangan, paghirapan mo talaga siya para maramdaman mo na napaka-rewarding at the end. And I don't think this is the end though. Diba? Pero parang ngayon, okay siya. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, thank you for answering.
Thank you so much.
That was a good answer. That was a good answer. Kasi parang every year or every anniversary that FundPro did, parang it was, I know it was a beautiful written story, each page or each chapter. Parang, sa 5 years anniversary, ano yung, let's say, lahat is really memorable, meaningful. Pero sa 5 years po, ano yung pinaka hindi niyong makakalimutan na celebration? Sa 5 years anniversary, lahat is really memorable.
5 years na yan. Baka sabihin niyo may favorite batch ako. No, yung
Kami, boss.
no, always the first. Always the first. That's always the most memorable. Yung lahat ng first namin. First client, first hire, first anniversary. Kasi yung naka 1 year kami, grabe na yun, di ba? Parang mas lalo, parang it's giving you more testament that, pwede pang mag-second. Kasi nag-first na eh. May ganun na siyang proof of concept, kumbaga. And that year was also the year we met an accident, di ba? So parang super turning point siya na, ano ba to? Is this a sign na wag na natin siya ituloy? But kasi, we met the accident the day after we celebrated the anniversary. Ayun talaga yung kami, ni Gio talaga. Pero, it was just parang it just gave us more inspiration na parang second life mo siya. Parang sign siya ni Lord na ano pa, do more good siguro. Parang ganon. Tinapik lang niya kasi wala kaming bruises or anything na magalang yung
Boss,
bibig
may
ni Gio.
question ako.
Pero it was
Boss,
yeah.
Boss, kasi lagi ko tinatanong kay Boss J pag kasama ko siya, ano yung mga things na ginawa niya after that accident? Sabi ko kay Boss, may pusa ka ba? Pusa ba kayo ni Boss Rica? Kasi it's a big accident, right, Boss? Pero as in, parang favorite kayo ni Lord, Boss?
Mga anak ka ng Diyos.
Yeah, when you...
What changed? Anong nangyari? Anong changes right after that, Boss?
After that, umiyak kami. Siyempre, grabe yung hagulgol namin. Yung parang nung kami umiyak during yung ini-interrogate na kami or ini-x-ray and everything. Parang pag uwi namin sa bahay dalawa, doon na kami humagulgol at we really thought of what happened. Parang ano nangyari? Bakit wala kaming bali at all? When you can see, sa mga nakakita na ng pictures, when you can see talaga nag-flip na yung kotse, bakit wala kaming bruises na sobrang major? So, ano lang siya, it just got us thinking na ano kayang ibig sabihin nito? Diba? And sabi ko nga kanina, it just drove us to the second purpose. Okay, we need to continue. We need to do more good. Kasi we were given another chance of life. And not everybody gets to survive that kind of accident. You know that. So, ano siya talaga, grabe yung parang niyanig, sobrang yung shake sa amin ni Lord, no? Kung ano man yung
It's really a miracle, no?
grabe talaga.
Parang literally yugyug po kayo ni God.
Yung talaga kami. Kasi kailangan ko pa mag-reach.
Yugyug!
Literally. Yung sa in-embrace.
Grabe yung pagmamahal na nakuha namin at that time. For you to experience that survival, it means there's something else in store for us and for the people that are going to meet. And so, may belief ka kay God or kanino ka man naniniwala, if you encounter that experience, you'd know it's a message. Diba? You'd know it's something.
Karoon ng konting divine intervention.
Yes, may divine intervention talaga. And then, para maging the day after our annual. Why?
Parang there is a message din talaga kasi nasaktuhan.
Bakit? Di ba? Oo, di ba? Pero but it was literally turning point.
Literal.
Turning point.
Ilang beses in-earn.
Turn around kayo, Boss.
Turn around!
So,
Ayaw niya na. Sige.
Turn around yung mga tao yan. Pushy si Lord ng time.
Pushy. Ilang cycle po yun.
Parang sige na nga, tuloy na nga ako. Ito na.
Pero quality po siya. No bruises at all.
Right. Magalang yung
May CG pa yun.
May CG.
Yeah, may CG.
Grabe, pati pa car accident, ginawa pa nating cycle.
Kaya nakadugtong
tayo na sistema, guys.
So, I guess we have questions also from the FRs of FundPro. Yes, Olive?
Yes.
So, I my question. So, question ni SL Kurt, how did you come up with the idea of having fundraising as a business, and how did you determine that it was the right time to start a business, to go start a business?
Always naman, di ba? There's no right time. The right time is always yung now. Wala ka, you'll never know at that time na okay, kung 2017 namin siya tinayo, gathering ba yung mangyayari? We don't know. We can never tell. So I cannot answer that. Pero yung how did we determine na ito yung business i-operate natin? We have relevant experience in it. So, kumbaga, kaya nga may calculated risk. You do not want to enter a business now at all wala kang alam. You have to be, you have to have that share of experience para hindi masyadong mahirap. May hirap pero hindi ganun kahirap. So, that's how I can answer that question from Kurt.
Yeah, kasi sabi nila kasi if you're passionate of what you're doing na and you know what you're doing na, it's kind of easy to execute the business already. And there's always this level of service when it comes to businesses, and that's what I'm so kind of also proud of some businessmen and women kasi they always have this level of service. Kasi sometimes they do not.
You have to be proud.
Yeah. Yes, sometimes they don't say that it's not about the profit, it's about the process, the progress they've done, they've been through always. So later na the money will come always. That's what I always hear from the businessmen and women. So I know same goes for you guys. Yes po. So another question, Olive.
Yeah. Another question for AP Harold.
Yeah. So
we have another question from Bastika from AP Harold. What is as the managing director and the wife of the CEO, Nax? How do you remain neutral to everyone?
Lakas maka pocketbook ng the wife.
So, what fun story?
In every recruitment event or every time I introduce myself to a new person in the office, I never introduce myself as the wife of the CEO because I don't want that to be my identity in your eyes. But of course, that's the reality. Magugurta lang kayo, ay, asawa pala siya. But how do I manage how do I balance and make sure I'm neutral? Well, first things first, AP Harold, thank you for feeling na I'm a neutral person. That's good. I try to be. It's very hard. Being in a marriage, it's already tough. Yung partnership, may away, may okay na times, kasama na yon. But being married to your business partner is at a different level. So, wala siyang trick, but I just have so much respect with our decision maker. And that's Gio. At the end of the day, no matter what I say, no matter, kung anumang factors ang mag-play in this decision making, siya ang final say, and I will always respect that. There has been times na may disagreements. Of course, we have different perspectives. Magkaiba kami na experience and magkaiba rin kaming tao. But at the end of the day, yung discourse, ang intention namin palagi is for the good of the business and the people that we have. Pero magkaiba lang kami ng method. At the end of the day, he's always gonna be the final person to give out the decision. So I wear, parang ginagawa nyo pag nagko-compartmentalize kayo, I wear my wife hat and my managing director hat. Hindi siya black and white. Minsan ka-cloud. Diba? Minsan may ganun talaga nag-i-interfere yung wife thinking sa managing director level. But bumabalik lang ako sa tinatanong ko palagi sa sarili ko, sino ba ang magde-desisyon? Right? He will. And what I love naman about Gio is he listens. He listens naman. And he weighs things very well. And marami kayong mga decision niya, siguro na hindi natin maiintindihan, but always turns out to be good for the business. So, maraming times na yon na mali pala ako. And I've proven time and time again na, sige, siya na lang. Sige na nga, ikaw na. And
Okay.
support rin lang ako talaga. So, Harold, para kay Celine ba yung question na yan? Pero, ganun lang. Hindi talaga siya madali kapag wife and husband kayo. friends nga minsan, di ba? Friends and family members kapag nasa negosyo, minsan may mga conflict na. Paano pa yung what more with a husband and wife? So, ano lang, respect and be very democratic about, your discourse.
Good answer, boss.
Yeah. Sabi nga nila kasi.
Walang away.
Ay, pumasok bigla.
Mukhang maganda yung usapan mamaya.
Maganda yung bigaya.
Yes po.
Walang away mamaya.
Pero ang galing guys, we're able to manage
Wala.
both of you magkasama sa work, then pagka-uwi sa bahay. Times din na hindi rin may iwasang pag-usapan si work since nandito na rin naman na po kayo para pag-usapan. Discuss.
Yeah, we always talk about work. We rarely talk about our personal life na. So yun naman yung challenge namin on a personal level. You guys don't need to know that. Pero work na talaga lahat kasi nandito na rin. Dito kayo nakatira. Alam mo, parang lahat. When you go down, office, parang buti na lang I have another outlet which is my baby. So alam mo yun, maganda rin yung pasok ni Ika in our lives. Kasi siya, siya yung nagpatotoo na we are a family. So, siya na yung, di na kami partner lang. Meron na kaming binubuong something. So, parang ganun na siya. Parang nagiging FundPro, maliit din si Isa. Alam mo yun? Kaya nga sabi ko nga, I'll always be very thankful with the people we have who are very flexible and very understanding of the situation. No business, I guess, is thriving na super perfect at this time. Talagang maraming bigla na lang, shutdown ka, bawal kang yung industry na to, ganyan. So, last year, paulit-ulit na yung sinabi sa inyo ni Gio, no? We could have just closed down. It would have been easy for everybody. But all the time, apart from having a good business, we always cherish the people that we are working with. Kaya we didn't close down. We had to work out other ways. Nag-telemarketing tayo, nag-training tayo ng ganito, nag-zoom tayo, and I love it that you guys were online. Parang you could have just, pwede ka na matulog na lang maghapon kasi iisip ka naman, wala naman talagang operations. But you guys are there, you're showing up, and you're telling us na, let's, Ms. Rica, Sir Gio, get to gawin natin. Alam mo yun, so, why would we stop if you guys are unstoppable? Diba? Unstoppable din kayong lahat. So, kami, we just care about the people that we have at that time. You guys cannot lose jobs. We don't want to lose you as well. You guys are very good people to have in this kind of operation. So, we wanted to make sure lang na you feel supported, cherished, despite the pandemic, at in our own very way, di ba? Kahit anong support na lang, ayuda ba yan? Hindi ko na alam. But we just want you to feel na we are behind you. We are here to support you. Not just your employer, but also talagang a friend or a family. Diba? Wala naman tayo matatakbuhan din at that time. Tayo lang. And look at where that kind of thinking got us. And now that we are still in the middle of the pandemic, kahit mag-ECQ, GCQ bukas, we are ready. You know that, right? Di ba? So, nakita niyo yung naging flow, yung decision at that time. It was Gio's decision, by the way, to still continue the operations. And now, we are more ready, we are more prepared. And sana wala nang maging next pandemic, but we are more equipped with what to do. And you guys also know what to do. Di pa daw bukas. Alam mo yan, parang, I don't need to tell, we don't need to tell you, alam nyo na, ito ang gagawin natin. Because you've done it. How many, 1 year na, more than a year.
Yeah. I really felt also personally the support of the company, and Boss Gia really gave salary pa that time. I'm hearing from sorry. Yeah, pero I really felt the support, the ayuda that Boss Gio gave really that time. Parang hindi pinabayaan ng employees. Like that's what really important is. Yeah, having a boss like you guys.
I don't want naman to discredit no. Ayoko naman isipin na kapag hindi ka pinasweldo ng hindi sila mag-employer. Kasi wala naman talaga naging ready, no? The employers had to adjust. Ang dami employers ang kailangan mag-adjust, mag-shutdown, di ba? Mga industries na talagang ngayon hindi mo na mapapansin kasi wala na silang operation. So, hindi ko rin sila masasisi, but kami, we tightened our belts, pero we wanted to make sure that you guys are, kahit pa paano, compensated in our own little way.
And we are grateful din po for that.
And turned out, kasi parang from us, it's very important that the business is very innovative as well. And FundPro was really one of those innovative. We were innovative that time, especially the telemarketing experience. We didn't know that we could do that.
Timisip ka tayo.
Here na sample
Yeah.
niya Olive.
Kayo din.
Nakailang leads na.
Yeah.
Ilang call.
Yes, leads, and then and the
Yung
first
mga
up,
past
the
experiences,
yeah.
it will always come in handy during the difficult times. Kasi, telemarketing. Sino bang may alam ng telemarketing? I only have 2 years experience as a call center agent. Ay, 1 year as a call center agent. So, yun na lang in-apply ko sa inyo, guys. Wala din akong ibang napaghugutang experience. That was my first job. So, alam mo yun, kayong lahat na nakikinig, yung mga na-experience nyo yun, there's always a reason for that. If you will, pag dumating ka sa point na kakailanganin mo siya, you'll connect the dots backwards and see, kaya pala to naging experience mo, nagamitin ko pala ngayon. Alam mo yun, you will never know. So, don't let the painful times discourage you. Diba? Kasi, yan, it will make your character.
Tsaka sometimes, it's also preparing us to the person that we needed to be.
For something.
Tsaka ang galing din nung company na nung time na nag-start nung pandemic kasi at first you were waiting kasi baka matanggal na rin yung sa lockdown, parang isang extend lang siya, dalawang extend, but naging din
tayo na extension, di ba?
Naisip din tayo ng different way para mag-continue yung work. Syempre, help doesn't stop kahit we're in the middle of pandemic.
Correct.
So, ang galing lang din ng company kung paano tayo nag-keep going at that time.
Shift talaga siya. Paradigm shift siya for us. Kasi face-to-face yung business natin, I don't get to see you face-to-face. Di ba? Parang talagang ironic na siya. Pero how do you build a culture or how do you maintain team engagement kung puro online lang? When in fact, we are operating ng face-to-face, yun yung talaga natin, parang expertise natin. So, kaya kami very thankful with the senior people like you guys. Kasi you guys didn't just stay, but we also believe na kaya yan, overcome natin to. Kaya, yun, we'll always be forever grateful with, yun talaga yung, natin, ba to? I think turning point nyo rin yun. Marami sa inyo, turning point nyo rin yun. And yeah, hopefully we don't get to experience that again. And sana itong ECQ will extend. But we'll never know. Pero we are ready. We are more than ready.
We are more than ready. We know how to execute already given the situation. Yes, let's go, FundPro. Yeah, and it turned out also after the lockdown na we proceed to the with the booths, with the sites again. It turned out to be the successful year also for FundPro. A lot of PBs were broke. Yes. Yeah, 'di ba? Clients. And yung iba iniisip nila that during pandemic, it will be a hassle and parang we cannot continue. But FundPro is different. It turned out to be parang their rock bottom turned out to be a successful and rainbow days for us. Diba?
Guys, who would have the pandemic is we're getting applications, breaking records, diba? So, tama nga yung sinabi ni Ms. Rica na parang you don't discourage easily just because there's something you've been challenged.
Yeah, and yung pandemic year na to, from last year up until now, this is where you got all your major promotions.
Yeah.
Diba? This is when we branch out to QC and to Davao and to Cebu. Diba? It just shows how resilient and strong our team is. Kaya you should be very proud. You should be very proud. Not everyone gets to experience this kind of yung ganitong culture ngayon or yung ganitong stability. Diba? In a very uncertain time, you guys in a very stable industry and company. So talagang but credit to everybody. Diba? So thank you.
I think we have a question from the guests sa audience natin. So this is from Team Captain Lester. Boss Rica, when is the right time to speak? And when is the right time to listen as a managing director? So thank you, Lester, for asking this question.
Parang pang-relationship naman yung yung tanong ni Lester.
Hugot si Lester.
Mr.
It's, yung right time to listen should be always. You know, before you speak, you have to listen. Kasi you have to understand, you know, what that person is telling you. And when you say listen, hindi siya hear. Hindi siya makikinig ka lang. You listen and you comprehend and you absorb, and that's when you come up with thoughts of what to say. Diba? So para sa akin, all the time you have to listen. And then speaking when you feel like you have something better to say. You feel like this can be improved on. You feel like this opinion can make things good, you know, make things better for everyone else. You don't have to be afraid to speak out. Diba? As long as napakinggan mo muna yung sinabi ng kausap mo. Hindi ka, pinaka-ayoko yung magsasalita, tapos, teka lang, hindi pa nga ako tapos diba? Magsalita. Sana, pakinggan mo muna ako and then let's talk. So, yun yung para sa akin, the answer to that question. I hope I answered that, Lester. Pero always listen.
Yeah, that's very important that we always listen. Yes. I have a question, Ms. Rita. Parang, yeah. So, what are the things you wish you knew before starting FundPro or before entering into this business? What are the things you wish you knew before it? What are the things you wish you knew before starting?
I wish I knew payroll. No, just kidding. I wish I knew how to delegate faster. Kasi pag meron kang pinaghirapan, parang ayaw mo siyang ipahiram or ayaw mo siyang i-share muna. Parang gusto mo perfect mo muna. Teka lang, mamaya na. Alam mo yung parang, teka lang, train kita, pero ito lang akin pa rin itong major process na ito. Parang ganon. I wish I knew na makapag-delegate agad. It would have been a smoother flow siguro. I mean, I'm talking about the back end side, you know. So, kasi it took a while for the team to be created. It was Aubrey for the first 1 to 2 years. Parang ganun. Aubrey and I, and then somebody else. And then, mga part-time pa sila team noon, yung finance manager ngayon, part-time pa lang siya. So kung mas na-delegate siguro namin yun na mas mabilis, baka lang medyo iba. Tingin ko yun yung technical na sagot ko sa tanong ni Shay.
Yes, thank you for that, Miss Vika. So we have just last 2 questions.
So, yun.
Go Nia.
Okay.
Go Nia.
But I'm a follower, so I've been seeing lately that you're working out. Yes, you're working out, boss.
Jump rope
So,
is the key.
There's a question behind that, boss. Syempre, you've been working out. Did you get into a burnout phase and then you figure out, okay, I need to set aside a regular time for myself, parang just to get off from the work itself and to be a healthier you and to have a work-life balance, kumbaga, boss? Do you have a burnout phase? That's why you're working out nowadays? Or, yeah.
Oh, I'm really working out because I want to live healthy for my baby. You know, mahirap kasi mahirap maging mom at this time of the pandemic. Lalo na ACQ, you cannot get all the help that you need. You know, kasi bawal lumabas, bawal pumunta yung mga kamag-anak mo and everything else. So, parang the reason why, nung nag-start ng August, I started jumping ropes. Kasi sabi ko, pag healthy yung body mo, healthy yung mind mo, you're gonna be a healthy person to deal with. Parang ganun. So, kahit 15-minute lang yun, mahirap na hirap ako talagang bumangon every time. Pero sabi nga nila, di ba, yung discipline is doing something you don't want to do. But you have to do anyways. So, I try, kahit na mga 2 a.m., 3 a.m. na ako natutulog, I try to wake up 7 a.m., 8 a.m. And then, unwind lang ng konti. Tapos jump rope, para lang, alam mo yun, you just try to build a routine. It will take, sabi nila, 21 days to build a routine. So nakakailang araw pa lang ako, so medyo malayo-layo pa ako sa routine na yun. Pero para sa akin, oo, parang if you're careful with what you feed your body, what you feed your mental health, ganyan, parang feeling ko dapat sabay-sabay yun. So far, parang yun yung nakakaligtaan ko. Kaya kong nakikinig ako ng podcast, yung inspiring videos, ganyan, you watch it, tas kayo, I get to meet you guys. Pero yung body ko parang okay, nagsasuffer na lang siya ng, ito yung nagde-deteriorate at in time, di ba? Ito yung nagde-deteriorate. So you have to be working out ng kahit hindi mo siya workout na baka naman isipin ng iba yung workout ko. Ano lang 15 minutes of jump rope and that's it. You know, may konting dance on the side para pa-uplift man ng energy. And I try to still wake up early despite all the puyat. Kasi you guys are up, may iba sa inyo 3 a.m. for, you might have concerns that not everyone can get to address right away. So ako yung early guidance counselor sa mga panahong yon, right? You can reach out to me anytime. So yun lang para sa akin, Nea. Kailangan i-consistent mo siya para it's for you. It's for you and the people around.
Discipline.
Sana ma-inspire ko si Gino.
Bibili na kami. Bibili na kami. Bibili na kami, guys. Bibili tayo.
So, yoga mat later. Yeah. Yun, Miss Rica, ito lang, for our closing questions, siguro we have last 2 questions na lang for you. Kasi first is, how do you balance yourself being a mother, being a wife, and being the managing director of FundPro? So, yun. And how you still able to connect with your family and friends?
Alam nyo, I am always very kinikilig. I should feel like I am balanced person. I am not. It's my schedule is all over the place because the baby has a different schedule of her own. Parang kung bigla mo siyang ininid ka niya ng gato, wala. Cancel ko yung interviews ko, I have to attend to her, right? So thank you. Feeling nyo, nababalanse ko naman. So that's good. I get to act the part. But basically, alam nyo, college pa lang ako, mahilig akong mag-schedule ng oras ko. Very, disciplined ako sa oras ko. I think yun lang yung hindi nyo maaalis sa akin. Like literally, 7 to 7:30, it goes like this, 7:30 to 8, nakalagay talaga sa notebook ko yan. So, meron talaga akong ganun pina-follow na routine. And without that, I won't feel satisfied for my team. So that's how I work yun yung aking, how I plan my day. Kung may mga malilihis lang ng konti, that's okay. Pero yung top 3 urgent ko for the day, I have to accomplish that. Diba? The others, kung mga not urgent, personal, pwede akong mag-withdraw tomorrow instead of ngayon, okay lang. I can just do that tomorrow. Pero yung top 3, for example, meet with the client or do the recruitment event or of course yung payroll nyo, always my top, top urgent and everything.
Priorities.
Kasi
priority po yun.
Priority yun. So, meron ako sa araw ko, Shada, ng mga non-negotiables. Diba? Na whatever happens, umiyak man si baby, kung ano man magkagulo-gulo, I have to do these top 3 things. I have to limit it to 3 so I don't feel overwhelmed. Kasi the task can overwhelm you. Parang feeling mo, as lalo na si Rach, makaka-relate to me. Pag mom ka, parang yung brain mo, parang kung saan napupunta. Parang, may toyo ba bukas? Yung mga ganun, parang as simple as that. It will haunt you eh. Di ba? Hanggang to your nerves, parang lahat isipin mo. Pero dapat meron kang focus sa top 3 or else you will, marireroute ka talaga. So, yun lang for me. But I don't pretend to be a balanced person. Kasi mahirap talaga siya i-balance. Yung tatlong yun, wife, mother, and your managing director. Hindi. Kahit pa sabihin kong 8 hours wife, 8 hours, sana, ideally. Hindi talaga. May tulog pa eh.
Yeah. So I learned something, 3 things, at least 3 things in a day. So before we let you go, Miss Rica. Yes, alam ko miss ka na ni Isa. Yes po. Ito, if you had the chance to speak to your younger self and kind of brief her on what is bound to happen on your life today. So what would you tell to that little girl from Muntinlupa, Loob Muntinlupa? That's why I asked. Muntinlupa.
Galing ano, no? Siguro for me, ano lang, trust yourself talaga. Yun. Yung pinaka, if, successful people trust themselves and are very mentally strong. So, feeling ko, yun yung, marami akong doubts sa sarili ko at that time. So, trust yourself, Rica. You can do it. There's something good. Something good will happen. So, mo lang yan. Diretso mo lang yan. Yan for me. Yung tip ko for my, younger self. I still feel young.
From that little girl from Muntinlupa.
Yeah. From Muntinlupa, Loob.
Correct.
Pag sa labas, hindi si Boss Rica yun.
Pag sa labas, hindi naman tinuloy.
Yeah, pero it's right that you have to trust yourself kasi if no one is parang meron tayong if wala nang maniniwala sa you have to believe in yourself first. Ikaw mismo. So, yeah, Miss Rica would tell herself, younger self, trust yourself. And everything is bound to happen.
The same tips to everybody. The same tips talaga.
And yeah. Yeah. And thank you so much. I wish we have all the time to speak more and to talk more about Miss Rica because it's a rare opportunity that we get the chance to talk with her this kind of stuff as well. But we would like to say thank you, Miss Rica, for sparing your time with us despite the busy schedule. We thank you. It was a good first episode of our Gold Diggers podcast. Yeah, for tonight. So I hope everyone learned something, especially from the story of the FundPro and also wisdoms from Miss Rica. Yes. Any last words, Nia, Rich, and Olive?
This is just the first episode of our podcast from Gold Diggers.
Sorry na, medyo nangangapa pa kami, guys.
So, hindi kami kinabahan, guys. Okay.
First episode pala, may ipahaba na question si Miss
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Sorry.
Oh, go.
Super questions, Miss Rica.
Sige, go.
Ayan. So
Bring it on.
what factors do you consider when making business and personal decisions? From TM Silly.
Pag
Funky
business
question.
decision, it's more about, again, maintaining you guys at the same time, the profit of the business, making sure that we survive and operate pa din despite all the uncertainties. Yun lagi yung parang driving factors namin as to whenever we decide business-wise. Personal decision, ano ba? Ngayon kasi naka-factor in na sa maliit na bubwit eh. Diba? Doon na lahat, yung decisions ko, is this something, will this make her life better? Will I become a good mom if I do that? Will she, kasi alam mo, Gio will always tell me, no? Sabi niya, alam mo, ang dami natin ginagawa for her, ano kaya yung first memory niya? Diba? Parang isipin mo, ano nga una niyang maaalala about us and about her experience? Was it the time that she, bit her first food, yung first time niya sa beach? Ano nga kaya? So, parang lahat ng decision namin, it's all on falling dun sa maliit na batang yun. So, I think yun na rin yung mangyayari ngayon kay Selena that she has 3 kids. Feeling ko lahat ng factor dun bababa. Para saan ka ba bumabangon? At para dun lang talaga ngayon. So yun yung personal.
I love the answer. Such a mom. Yeah. Gusto ko maalala Gusto kong maalala ni Isa yung amanpulo niya.
Ay! Sana naman.
Yes.
Yung amin,
Yeah.
aman po doon.
Yes. And again, yeah. Thank you so much, Rica, and especially with the Gold Diggers team for tonight. And everyone, this is just the first episode. So our second episode will be Yes, we're very much excited for the second episode with TM Nea. Yeah. Just check the calendars of the activity for FundPro. So,
Happy anniversary, FundPro!
so happy 5th anniversary, FundPro, and thank you so much for being with us tonight, and hope on our next episode you'll still be with us. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you,
Go,
guys.
now signing off.